home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Taking a shot on the first play. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes. Inside, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Denmark. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Martin. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The give out of the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Smith wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Finding open areas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also...
Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get the edge on the right. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
At the 19-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Nittany Lions will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs through the tackle. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They go to the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Using his legs, it's McClure. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Denmark. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Gresham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab right down the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he can go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Powers through. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Catch inside the 25. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. State sends the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now adjusting. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Looking for space. It's Turner. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Ducks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
The give to the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a crease, it's McClure. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A shot toward the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it and get what you can get and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Single back formation, and they give it to him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Pulls and fires complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense on third down and just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
A strike downfield. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Trying to power it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, number 19. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to set. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
Going deep. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's taking the shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's got him this time. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy over.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the postgame.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's McClure. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try it over the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
49, Penn State, 20.
He'll bring it out. It's Toure. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The offense changing the play. Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really.
He tries to take the top off. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And the extra point is good, means nothing to anyone unless you like to play games of chance. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.